Hi, and welcome to Lesson 7. We know it's important to love ourselves, but what does it really mean to love and care for yourself? For some people, self love means taking a warm bath or pampering themselves with a massage or a manicure. But self love requires something deeper than anything we can do for ourselves. Self love means finding peace with ourselves, resting comfortably within the depths of our being. We might find temporary respite by doing something to nurture ourselves, but a deeper inner peace requires cultivating a certain way of being with ourselves, a warm and nurturing attitude toward what we experience inside. The suggestions that follow are derived from the Focusing Institute founded by Dr. Eugene Gendlin. He refers to it as the focusing attitude, which is simply a way of being non judgmentally kind, present, and mindful toward whatever we happen to be experiencing. Gendlin explains that we need to have empathy and unconditional positive regard for whatever we are experiencing inside. In other words, we must learn to be gentle with ourselves. My grandmother used to say it like this: be kind to yourself. It seems to be easier to be kind and gentle toward others than toward ourselves. Judgmental voices from the past may have left a hidden residue of toxic shame, which blocks us from honoring or even noticing what we're really feeling. Being gentle with ourselves means being kind and friendly toward the feelings that arise within. It is very human to feel sad, hurt, and afraid. Sometimes it's a sign of strength, not weakness, to become mindful of these feelings and allow a friendly space for them. When clients notice difficult feelings, I may ask, can you just be with that feeling right now? Can you be with it in a gentle, compassionate way? I might also help them find some distance from painful feelings so that they are not overwhelmed. An attitude of gentleness toward our feelings is one way to have more spaciousness around them. And in that space, we can be with our emotions rather than be overwhelmed by them. Can you be generous with that? Can you allow yourself to just be good to yourself, to embrace yourself? Can you say hello to that felt sense, the one inside? Imagine sitting down next to it. Can you keep it company, much the way you would keep a lost or frightened child company? This gentle way of being with ourselves is an antidote to shame rather than battling ourselves or trying to fix or change ourselves or drown it out with distractions and noise. We find more inner peace by simply being with our experience as it unfolds. We must learn to allow our past experiences to be as they are without adding regret and shame, or like in my case, regret, and telling myself over and over again that I had to have been stupid to spend my entire adult life living life the way that I was in my previous relationship. When I invite my clients to notice their feelings, they sometimes reply, "Why would I want to feel that?" I go on to explain that when we push feelings away, they often come roaring back, or they get acted out in ways that are destructive to ourselves or others, such as drinking alcohol or through other ways of numbing ourselves or transferring our pain to others through raging or blaming. Also, pushing away anyone reaching out to us, offering to comfort us or help us. Loving ourselves means experiencing our feelings just as they are. Oftentimes, we try to push away unpleasant experiences and cling to pleasant ones. But in doing that, we create more suffering for ourselves to be clinging to pleasant things and having an aversion toward painful feelings. And you may as well deal with them. They're only going to come back later. At some point, we all must engage in the reconciliation of oneself. A subtle sense of fear and shame may prevent us from allowing our experiences to have its life inside of us. For example, if we feel or show sadness, hurt, or anxiety, we might think we're weak, or perhaps we're given messages that it's not okay to feel. We're afraid that others might judge us. See, I grew up in Detroit, Michigan. I grew up in Detroit during a wonderful time. It was the Motown era. But I was also there when the city began to change, and it was known nationwide for its violence. And one of the ways that so many people that lived there survived was just to push their feelings down. They thought it made them tough. They thought it made them strong. If we're honest with ourselves, we might notice that we're often not clear about what we're feeling. Our feelings are often vague and fuzzy. If we can allow ourselves to pause and make room for ambiguity and patiently welcome and explore our blurry, vague feelings, they may gradually come into clear focus. For example, we might notice anger toward a partner, but something deeper might lurk beneath. We're aware of the tip of the iceberg, but to see what lies beneath, we need to look more closely. Our society values knowledge and decisiveness, but often we're unclear about what we're experiencing. Politicians who don't mouth strong opinions about everything often are seen as wishy-washy. It actually takes strength and wisdom to say, I'm not sure about that. Let me think about that. Human feelings are gifts to be welcomed, but we need to find a way to be with them. Feelings can become our allies, not enemies. Emotions such as grief allow us to release pain so that we might move forward in our lives. Other feelings may be more fuzzy, such as clutching in the stomach or tightness around the chest. As we bring an attitude of gentleness toward it, we might begin to have a sense of how it relates to something important, perhaps how we're not honoring ourselves or being afraid of looking foolish. Feelings often contain wise messages if we can only decipher what they're trying to tell us in the best way they know how. If we can cultivate a warm and friendly attitude toward our feelings, they're more likely to become friendly allies on our life journey. I don't know about you, but I could use some of that. New meanings, insights, and openings arise, and our lives move forward in more fulfilling ways. One of your bonus offerings is my ebook, 8 Steps to Make Peace with Your Past, the beginning of letting go. This may be a good time for you to dive into the concepts and steps outlined in the book. As always, I am here to empower you where you feel stopped, where you feel stuck, where you feel alone. I know this lesson will have its challenges, so be sure to connect with me on Facebook, and we will keep progressing together. Don't forget to complete your homework. The additional resources in this lesson are designed to support you moving forward, so don't miss out. Don't give up on yourself. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.